What does a rook
have to do with looking like a complete idiot?
You'll find out on this week's Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of Tots. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I know we had a good time celebrating the holiday season here on the show and with our family. And so this week it is New Year's. New Year's Eve today.
Yep.
And
start 2014. Can you believe it?
I can't.
That's crazy.
I don't want to believe that 2013's gone already. Although 2013 was a good year and we started this channel, so hopefully it's been a good year for you as well.
Yep.
So why don't you tell them what we're going to talk about this week?
Well, on New Year's Eve, a lot of times, at least in our family, we watch movies and play games. So this week we thought we'd give you our top 10 lists, or each top 5 lists of our board games, our favorite board games that we like to play. So Dana, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Alright, well, we have a friend who is very much into board games, and he really got me sort of into German-style board games like Ticket to Ride, which I'll talk about later. But the first one on my list, my number 5, is a game that he introduced us to called Seven Wonders. This game is a lot of fun. It harkens back to the days of Greco-Roman times. There's the wonders such as the seven wonders of the ancient world, such as the Colossus of Rhodes, the Library at Alexandria. And basically the goal of the game is to try to win. You have to get as many points as you can. You get points by using your resources to do different things and gathering resources and buying cards, and it's a lot of fun. The thing that I think makes this game really unique is that there's not a lot of setup time, and everyone plays at the same time. And so instead of waiting for 15 minutes till it gets back to your turn again, everyone goes at the same time. There's only so many rounds, and it takes maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes to play. It's a real fun game. It's intense, but it's packed into a short amount of time, so it's a really good party game, sort of.
Yeah, I have to say I do love that one a lot. Now this last one on my list, or my 5th one, it's a pretty generic board game. It's Monopoly, and I'm sure all of you, or most of you, have played it, just because it's so common. But in case you don't know, you pretty much just try to buy properties and get lots of money and beat your friends.
You try to get a monopoly on
ruin
properties.
Some friendships and family bonds.
Yeah.
That's always a good time.
Well, and I actually had that, I'll just say it now, because I had that as my number 1 game. That is one of my favorite games to play, because you get so much money, you get to pretend you're rich, and it's a lot of fun. It does ruin a lot of friendships and families, and yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good game to play. It helps your business skills.
Yes.
It's educational, so.
It is educational.
For all the parents watching.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one on my list, and my number 4, is chess. I like the game of chess. It is the gentleman's game. I do not do well when I play chess, but it is a lot of fun to play. The goal is to try to use your players to get... The goal to all these games is to win, pretty much. But the goal to chess is to try to get use your players to get your opponent's king in checkmate, so that his king cannot escape, because I usually play with him. So that's my goal, is to get his king not to escape.
Yeah. That one is a lot of fun. It definitely works your brain, trying to figure out how to beat them without being beaten yourself. So my next one, oh yeah, this is another German-style board game. It's probably, if you know about German-style board games, you probably know about this one. It's called Settlers of Catan, or Catan, however you wish to pronounce it. I say Catan. Yeah. So pretty much what you do is try to settle this place called Catan.
Catan, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really fun. There's lots of it's actually really, it's easy once you get the hang of it, but it's pretty complex starting out, so it's always good to play with someone who has played it previously, so they can kind of tell you, so you're not just reading through a rule book trying to understand. But that one is a lot of fun, trying to get your property or whatever to be the best it can be, and that's always fun for me.
Yeah, I really do like that game. It's a lot of fun. I haven't played it in a long time, and I need to play it again to revive my memory on that one. My number 3 is a game that probably most of you know about. It's called Risk. The goal of Risk is pretty much to conquer the world. You have your army, and depending on which version you play, because there are many versions of Risk, I like the traditional or the Lord of the Rings, but the traditional one, you have your army and you try to take over the continents and eliminate your competitors along the way, and it's a lot of fun. The game of global domination or global conquest, I can't remember what its catchphrase is, but it's a lot of fun. The Lord of the Rings Risk is also a lot of fun because you're taking over Middle Earth, and that's a good time if you can have the time to play it.
Yeah, no, Risk is really fun. It just always takes a very, very long time to complete.
It does.
But I mean, it's the same with Monopoly, and it can go faster if everyone pays attention and doesn't
build stuff with their little tiny
figurines. Yeah. Oops, I just dropped my list. Okay, I'm back. So number 2 for me, I'm pretty sure not a lot of you have heard of this game, but if you haven't, then just go buy it. No, it's really fun. It's a game called Quelf, and this is where looking like an idiot comes into play from our teaser thing before the title sequence, because I here have a sample card from the game of Quelf. Let me just pick something. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3.
No.
Please.
Nope. Okay, 2.
Pick 3.
3.
Okay, this says use your hand. This is from the game, and you you would get to move 3 or whatever for doing this. It says use your hands as a megaphone, march in place, and say, "Attention, people! I am sleepwalking and will not stop until I find my swimming goggles. Hey, you! I smell a partridge. Flee, alien keeper of lumpy delight. The winter is mine." And I didn't make that up. That is pretty much what the game is. And it's really fun, especially if you have
See
friends.
the card. He wasn't making it up. You can't read it well, but there it goes. But there's all sorts of this is a stunts card, so there's all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah. So that one's really fun, especially for New Year's if you're getting really tired and a little crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good game to play.
There are many, many photo ops in that game. I have many pictures from Quelf.
Yeah.
Alright, my second to last one is the one we actually have right there. I don't know if you can see it, I'll bring it down.
Don't ruin the set.
It's called Ticket to Ride. We actually just got this to play on New Year's, or to play on Christmas Eve. Ticket to Ride is a lot of fun. Someone put the box in wrong.
Ooh, that's weird.
But it's a game based on Jules Verne's Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah.
Wait, what did Jules Verne write that? I don't know.
Yes. Let me just say I had this as my top one on my list because I really enjoy playing it. It's probably my favorite German-style board game. Oh, and for those of you who don't know what a German-style board game is, it's pretty much a game that takes as much variables of risk or chance out of it. So it's purely strategy.
Pretty much there's no dice. The strategy and choice is up to you. You don't have to risk anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ticket to Ride is really good. It's a lot of fun.
The artwork on the board is beautiful.
The artwork on the board is beautiful. That's one thing about German-style board games that I love is the artwork on the board. They do everything so spectacularly. And the goal of this game is to complete as many tickets and get the highest amount of points as you can, traveling across the United States. And then there's expansion packs that go into Europe and Asia, all over the world when you try to build your trains as long as you can and get the most amount of points.
Yeah, that one is really fun. So I think you already said your top one was Monopoly.
My top one was Monopoly, and your top one's Ticket to Ride.
So I think that wraps up our list for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, then just give it a thumbs up, or if you didn't like it, give it a dislike.
And we are working on some stuff. Hopefully we'll have an announcement to make maybe next week or the week after. I haven't really talked to him about it, but
Yeah.
share with your friends and family on any sort of